Hi everybody, it's Policies here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Donald Trump, the Republican nominee, is receiving more pressure than ever to release his taxes. Hillary Clinton and her husband, Bill Clinton, have released their taxes for the last 38 years, showing exactly how they made their money and where it came from. Mike Pence, Donald Trump's running mate, has also released his taxes. And in fact, every major candidate running for president has released years of their taxes to show the American people who they are. As Richard Nixon said, the American people need to know if the president is a crook or not. Donald Trump's son recently made many excuses for his dad on why he won't release his taxes. He said that if Trump released his 12,000-page tax return, that it would distract people from Trump's core message, and that there is no way his father, Donald Trump, would release his taxes until after the election.
He's got a 12,000-page tax return that would create probably 300 million independent financial auditors out of every person in the country asking questions that are going to distract from his main message.
But he did promise he was going to do it, right?
I don't know what he's promised about it.
So, not releasing the tax returns because it would detract from his message.
I think it would detract from his message because you'd have a lot of. But there's no law about it. There may be precedent, but there's also not. I'd say there's no. There's also never been a politician in history that's had as much in terms of business, that's done as much, that has a 12,000-page tax return.
Trump Jr. is right on one front. No president in history has done as much business as Donald Trump globally. But to the contrary to what his conclusion has come to, that is even more of a reason for Donald Trump to release his taxes, to prove to the American people that he does not have conflicts of interest and that he is exactly who he says he is. It is almost certain that Donald Trump won't release his taxes because it has a major bombshell on him. Or in other words, releasing his taxes would be so damaging for his campaign that it would literally disqualify him, drop in the polls by 20 to 30 points. Donald Trump should be pressured to release his taxes immediately, just like every other major candidate has, just like Donald Trump's children have done, and just like all the major Democratic nominees have done, to show the people what kind of man he is. Speculation is that Donald Trump won't disclose his tax returns because 1, he's not charitable at all, 2, he doesn't pay taxes, or 3, he's not nearly as rich as he says he is. Maybe a 4th reason would be Donald Trump just hasn't paid tax in 2015 because his losses exceeded his taxable income.
What could Trump's taxes tell us? A lot. How successful the businessman actually is, what ties does he have abroad, how his companies operate there, if and how much he gives to charity, and whether Trump pays any taxes at all. Trump likes to bring that up himself.
I pay as little as possible. I fight like hell to pay as little as possible for 2 reasons. Number 1, I'm a businessman, and that's the way you're supposed to do it.
If that's the case, the resulting political ads from the Democrats and Hillary Clinton would be devastating to Mr. Trump and his image and his supporters. More important, Mr. Trump's perspective, personally, would look terrible, and his fragile image would just crash immediately. In reality TV lingo, Mr. Trump would be portrayed as the biggest loser to ever run for president. If I'm right, there's no chance we'll see Mr. Trump's tax returns. This would certainly wreck his campaign if he disclosed them, and allow Hillary Clinton to easily rip him to pieces and call him a crook, a man who has never given to charity, a man who has lied about how much money he's worth, a man that doesn't pay taxes, a man that truly is the elite and has found many loopholes and lied about it over many, many years. Until Donald Trump releases his taxes, he has not earned your vote. He is lying. And it is the biggest secret Trump has. Force him to release it before you vote for him. Let's see what kind of man Donald Trump really is. And will it support who he has said he is? If you all liked this video, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe below, and come back tomorrow for brand new videos. I hope you all have a wonderful and happy day.